125 pounds, Sean Russell ranked top 10 in the country for the Gophers, and Shane Metzler gets the nod for the Scarlet Knights, a sophomore, 7-6. We talked to Coach Agam yesterday, TJ, and he could not say enough about the energy and the attitude, the leadership that Sean Russell has brought to this Gopher program, coming over from Edinboro.
Well, and he brings that Edinboro toughness that Coach Flynn put into him. He's gritty, and he is stingy, and he can score points. And so he's trying to get out there and, you know, he's got one thing on his mind, to try and win a national championship after being an All-American.
Russell, a redshirt senior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, was a four-time state champion at Collins Hill High School. And Russell is all about pace, a high pace. As you mentioned, a guy that has his sights set on a national title. He was third at the Cliff Keen in Vegas. And Russell with a nice shot. But good defense there by Metzler to stave off that attack. Well done.
Well, and that's what Metzler has to do. He has to stave off the quick score by Russell early on.
Left ear in! Left ear!
Russell a perfect 4-0 at the South Beach Duels in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe it was the Gophers bringing some of that warmer weather back to Minneapolis. Record temperatures yesterday. This isn't Minneapolis.
It was 47 degrees and a record temperature, and there's the 2 for Russell. Coach Agam has talked about Sean Russell being a really good fit with the program, and a great starter at 125 and a great leader on and off the mat.
Said he works super hard. That speaks for itself. The first to show up, the last to leave, but he said it's that interaction with the guys in the locker room. There are energy-giving people and energy-sucking people. He gives energy to this program.
Both guys work to improve your
Tight waist by Russell. Halfway through this first period, the Gopher with a takedown 2-0, riding time over 40 seconds. Metzler trying to work up, but a tight, hard ride from Russell as they wrestle at the edge. First Big Ten duel for both these teams, both off to solid starts.
Russell putting a lot of weight onto Metzler there, looking for the far wrist, try to flatten and stretch him out.
Metzler out of Long Valley, New Jersey, West Morris Central High School, placed for them 3 times. And you look at this Rutgers lineup, New Jersey, and some more Jersey, TJ.
Yeah, Metzler's been the guy that's been there for him. He came out of redshirt last year, wrestled a couple of times when Soriano was hurt, and actually won a Big Ten meet against Wisconsin for him with a big win at 125. And here he is again, filling the bill at 125.
Russell wants to get back to work on his feet. He gives the escape to Metzler. 2-1 score, 45 seconds here in this first period. At Edinboro, as a nice shot there from Russell, corrals both ankles. Second takedown at 4-1. Russell at Edinboro won 3 Eastern Wrestling League championships. 3-time NCAA qualifier. Was an All-American for Coach Flynn. Of course, he then moved on to West Virginia. And that facilitated the change from Edinboro to Minnesota for Sean Russell.
That was a nice touch and go. Russell can work from space, and he likes to also work from good setups, collar ties, just hit a high crotch there, and nice job of execution for his second takedown.
In his 3rd year as head coach, in the middle there, Brandon Agam with the glasses. Things really starting to take shape on his watch, Tim.
Well, and like I said in the opening, I like his commitment to the programming, and several-time All-American for the Gophers as a wrestler, longtime assistant coach to Jay Robinson, and now setting the tone and building his own legacy for the Gophers as the head coach.
Russell starting period on top quickly to his feet, fights hands, able to square up and escape. And now a 5-1 score for Russell.
Real nice job by Russell getting to his feet, getting his hips out in good hand control, getting that quick escape. There was a short offense by Russell, too. 2 points off the front headlock and go around.
Minnesota looking for bonus points here at 125. The igniter on this Gopher team, Russell. Great bookends with Russell, and of course Stevenson at heavyweight. Riding time approaching 2 minutes.
Certainly a heavyweight worth staying around for as a viewer. It's going to be a good meet up and down, but he's a special young man as a freshman at heavyweight, and worth the wait as being the anchor of the last match of the day here.
Showtime, Gable Stevenson. Hard to believe at this time last year wrestling for Apple Valley. Great movement.
Yeah, what Sean Russell does a nice job there is he takes that 2-on-1 and moves right into the single leg, and so he does a nice job of moving the arm right to the leg for the takedown.
And back to the center with 37 seconds. Our officials this afternoon, Jason Wedgbury, lead official. Second official is Eric Lurkey.
This is where Shane Metzler just really needs to know that his job right here is to compete, to fight, to not give up those extra points, not give up that major decision.
30 seconds.
Good roll there from Metzler. Thought for a second he'd escape, but dropping to a leg was Russell. And covers, looking for another ride out here with 15 seconds left in the period. Has that near left ankle scooped up.
And he knows what time it is. He knows it's short time in the second period because most of the time, Russell is out on his toes, driving in, a lot of pressure, front pressure. Here on this takedown, this is the front headlock as he comes around. Little shuck action down to the single leg and covers for 2.
Brandon Ingham, 3-time All-American at the University of Minnesota, world silver medalist. Escape given by Russell.
This is where we talk about the match within the match. Obviously, Russell wanting to score here and seal the deal for a major decision at least. But this is the opportunity because it's not a major decision right now. This is the opportunity for Metzler to just do something right here in on the leg, but Russell has him extended out with a good hip pressure there. But
a time hog if nothing else.
Exactly right. Making the match longer. That's what you have to do. You got to get in on the legs. You got to get in on the scrambles. Make the match longer. Right here. Fight for this point right here, or for no points given up on you.
Counterattack there by Russell. Off the shot from Metzler. Metzler didn't have an angle, and against a guy like Russell, you can't just dive in.
Well, Russell does such a nice job of turning everything into a nice single leg finish, and so he dropped down, did a nice job on that finish, and got 2 more. And working the little takedown clinic now for the home fans.
Riding time locked up, essentially 12-4 score. Easier said than done, but if Metzler could find a way to get one takedown, it would be a huge score, but Russell's so good.
The head snaps, the heavy hands on the head, it set that takedown up, and that's why Russell, he can go short offense, he can go from space, and he can work that head. He's got a lot of ways to score. A lot of stuff that he's showing today that will be valuable for him as he continues on this Big Ten road, which is a bit different road than he's used to coming from Edinboro. But what I like, that's that old Edinboro style of being tough and gritty, and he's showing it here.
One time, one good one. One good one. You got
Late third period.
off your knees.
15 seconds left. Russell up by 9. Will limp arm out and score 2 more. Sean Russell, the major decision for the Gophers, with the riding time 15-5. And Russell wins his 8th straight. He'll be a tough out at 125.